We're live. Hey, what's up, Weekend Warriors? Welcome back to another TokuCHATsu on Saturday nights. I am your host, El Chizo, with my co-host...
Proton Reviews and Fan Edits. Proton.
And tonight we're going to be going over some interesting ways you can watch Kamen Rider here in the West with English subtitles. But before we do, we're going to go over the most current episode of Kamen Rider. So why don't we go over the synopsis real quick?
Yes. You do the synopsis.
Well, sorry, not synopsis, summary. Yeah. Essentially, we pick up where we left off last episode. Ryuga follows the Smash to the sky wall, where he's caught up with Build. Ryuga's spotted and is tried to be, and government boss try to take custody of him. Mm-hmm. Build shows up, kicks their butts. They go in. We find out that the reason Build is able to become Build is because he was exposed to enough of a strange gas that's emanated by the wall that he could have become a Smash, but he didn't. But he still lost his memories.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. My dog's being crazy.
Ryuga did try to henshin, but he failed. And well, Night Rogue and Bloodstalk kicked the ever-living knot out of Build and Ryuga.
Mm-hmm. While you're talking, I'm gonna get my dog real quick, so that way he stops barking.
Yep. What did I think of this episode? What did I think of this episode? I thought it was excellent build-up. I am excited because we did see Ryuga try to henshin anyway. I still think he's going to henshin before episode 10. What do you think of the episode? What did you think overall?
It was okay. I mean, again, Build is I don't know why, but Build is like meh for me so far.
You think?
I mean, I like it, but it didn't have that excitement X8 had for me, if you know what I mean. Like each episode kept pulling me in, thinking it was the end. This is just like things are happening, and
well, you have to understand. X8 followed a very different formula. Build is written very differently, and so you're going to have to give it a little bit. At least give it till episode 10.
Yeah, I'm giving it time. It's just right now it's up and down meh. It has a lot of funny moments though. I will give it that. And I do like the transformation sequences. Are very appealing to watch.
He's essentially injection molding his armor right in front of everyone.
I do like the transformation sequences. Are very. I do like that how he's pushing off a show for everyone pretty much with the big machine that pops out and then.
Oh yeah, the runners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. We saw what's going to happen next episode. A new best match is coming up.
Oh yes.
What do I think? I think fairly soon Ryuga's gonna transform, but before he does, he's gonna reflect on why he failed last time. And I think we're gonna learn more about why his connection to that full bottle is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my prediction. What about you, Kenny?
I'm gonna guess that the guy, the guy who's like Ryuga's boss at the science facility he works at.
Sento's boss?
Yeah, Sento's boss. I think he's gonna play some important role as a villain somewhere later online.
I think he's either Bloodstock or Night Robe.
Yeah. The bad guy's Night Robe, right?
Yeah.
I think he's Night Robe.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Is there any favorite best matches you like so far?
So far, I do like Ninja Comic.
Okay. That's a good one. I like Rabbit Tank.
The basic one?
Yeah.
Why so? It doesn't have any special weapons.
It still looks cool the way it is. I like red and blue.
I personally
oh wait.
like
actually,
whole...
I just remembered the Nerf gun one.
Hawk Gatling?
Hawk Gatling is my favorite.
It's not really a Nerf gun, though. It is actually supposed to be a handheld Gatling gun.
It looks like a Nerf gun, though.
Well, all Kamen Rider guns look like Nerf guns.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah,
and Nerf guns, to be fair.
That's pretty much a tip for making your own rider. Making your own rider weapon. Get a Nerf gun and customize it.
It's been done a lot.
Because they have that really colorful fake look to it. You know what I mean? Like toy look to it.
They really do.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if you can, try to find some Bandai model paints that's in Metal Flake Silver to brush up any details that you can. Because Bandai's Metal Flake Silver paint, Bandai Japan's, is just beautiful.
Okay. What do they do? Are those just like is that the paint they actually use to make the decal paint the figures, and they just sell the paint to people?
Well, yeah. You see, Bandai makes more than just standalone toys. They also make hobby kits, and they have a line of model paint. Although they typically encourage you to use Tamiya for some reason.
Okay.
You just check out the chat?
Yeah, I'm about to check the chat.
Yeah, nothing up yet.
Okay.
So that's about, I guess, what we can do to talk about Build this week. Why don't we go into what you wanted to talk about this week? It's a rather special thing that we just found out about.
Yes. I came upon this by sheer luck. It is Kamen Rider X-Aid, the complete series DVD box set, and it comes in Chinese, English, and Malaysian subtitles. I'm very skeptical about this, though, because there's no official Toei logo anywhere on here. And it has the plot to something else in like Malaysian language on the back of it. And the sticker said Yokai Watch the movie. Is that typical?
Yeah, so yes, that is most assuredly a bootleg.
Okay. But it's a good
Do not condone the purchasing of bootleg discs. But we felt it was necessary to have one to show you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will open it up right now for you guys. Here's the front. back. And the DVDs are in little sleeves you can pull them out of. It comes with extra sleeves, so yeah.
Yeah, so essentially it's reusing another case.
Yep. But I love the box art's really good though. So for a bootleg, these are pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's like all you got to do is be good at Photoshop.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can kind of tell it is Photoshop because it does get blurry. If you look at the side, it does get blurry, like right over here.
Now, like I said before, we don't condone the purchasing of bootleg DVDs. But this is a thing that exists, and I think the community should be made aware of it so that you can make a decision on your own. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about the background of this series of DVDs?
As far as I know from what I've read on Ranger Board and other sources, bootlegs are common in Malaysia. It's been going on since like the 80s. And what they do is essentially get rips of them. Sometimes they've been known to steal from TV Nihon. I've according to Ranger Board at least. These aren't TV Nihon subs, but I can tell they're not. But at least in this DVD. But yeah, they've been going on for quite a while. Toei seems to not give a shit. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that the only way Kamen Rider would get out to the rest of the world is if it were adapted, and they decided they didn't want that. So maybe this is their way of, just letting it slide.
Yeah.
Because they know that at least that way they'll still get some revenue from toy purchases.
Mm-hmm. Has there been any official word about it from Toei representatives?
I don't think there's been any conversation about it.
So it's like they're just ignoring it, pretty much.
More or less, it seems to me.
Okay. So I think there's no way they would not know about that this is going on. That'd be like dumb business marketing if they didn't know.
Yeah, that's my theory, is that they're just letting it slide so that they can pull in some toy revenue.
Mm-hmm.
By, yes, there is a profit that goes just to the middleman, but it is purchased away in Japan, so it increases domestic spending.
I'm seeing if anyone's joining the stream.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, that's all I can say about these. I'm definitely putting them on my Christmas list for my mom to look for more of them.
Tell us how many different series these DVDs come in.
I've seen as far back as V3 being released from doing eBay searches for them. So I think they've all been done.
Okay, so now what about the video quality on the DVDs?
Oh, it's great. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just like I'm watching it from Kiss Asian.
Hold on, yeah? Oh, anyway, so what was I saying? Do they tell you, does it say anywhere on the case how high the resolution should be?
Where is the resolution like something point something?
No, it would be something like
do you see it?
I do not. It should be something like 1080p, 720p, 480p.
Nope, the resolution's not on here.
If it's Asian, it probably isn't 720p.
Well, at least it looks better, if I can say anything. It's like, you know, like how Kassasian is high quality?
Yeah, well, they try to be anyway.
Yeah, well, picture Kassasian quality, but better. As in, like, it looks beautiful on your TV screen.
So this is something of a high-budget bootleg, essentially.
Pretty much. It's only like $21 plus or free shipping.
We don't encourage this.
Yeah.
But it is a way to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if you see one in a flea market, one up.
Good luck finding one at a flea market in the U.S.
Up here and then end up on the flea markets.
Yeah, if someone stockpiles on them just to resell them.
Go up all the time, dude.
I guess so.
But I wouldn't pay more than maybe $25 for one for a box set.
I have not seen one over 21 yet. The cheapest I've seen is $18, and that was for both Kamen Rider Amazon Season 1 and 2. Together.
Okie doke. That's really all we can say about these DVDs for now. We go into our next plan. You see, I am a big Godzilla fan, as you might have guessed. But I have not yet seen Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. I know I should be lynched. So Kenny here is going to pitch it to me.
All right, I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of it because I don't want to give it away to you. But I will tell you about one funny moment in there. So essentially, Japan is fed up with their Godzilla problem. These aliens come in, say, hey, we've got an idea of how to fix your Godzilla problem. And they offer to pick Godzilla up out of the sea using their alien technology of levitating him and taking him to the moon to fight Monster Zero, King Ghidorah. So they do so. Government and the aliens have a brief alliance with it, and they take him to the moon. Godzilla fights Monster Zero. Go out. Godzilla takes him out for a bit, and then does a little victory dance. If you've seen that GIF with Godzilla jumping up and down dancing, that's what that's from. Yeah, that's what that's from. And essentially, I'm sure you could guess the aliens have more in plan than just taking Godzilla from Japan. And that's all.
Yeah, something tells me there. Well, usually when an alien humanoid race shows up in Godzilla films, it means they're invaders. Kind of turn your brain off and grab some popcorn style movie, or what is it more of like an engaging movie?
It's a turn your brain off and grab some popcorn movie.
Down for that.
Mm-hmm. It's your standard 60s monster flick.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So find it. Oh, it's
Huh?
Go ahead.
What I was saying was, you can easily find it if you and get any big Godzilla DVD box set. It's in there, or just go to like FYE or any place you can find Godzilla DVDs. It's most likely there. Mm-hmm. You were saying?
Now, as long as we're on the subject of Godzilla, let's just talk random for a minute here. What is your favorite incarnation? Like, what is your favorite, kaiju with Godzilla in its name?
I do like Showa era Godzilla from the 60s time period.
The kind of goofy looking one?
Yeah. That's my favorite version.
Well, I'm not so much talking version. I'm just talking has Godzilla in its name.
Either Showa Godzilla or Burning Godzilla.
I am a big fan of Mecha Godzilla.
That's a good one too. What do you think of the 90s version?
The American one?
No, the 90s Mecha Godzilla.
Really streamlined one. Well, I liked the streamlined look. I thought it was able to pull it off without making it look too busy. Take a hint from that.
So like you would have liked Transformers to be done like in done like how they did the
if they had a 3D animator who could make stuff look like that. And I especially like the combination gimmick that one had.
Yeah.
Because Wingpack was like called the Vulcan, I think, right?
I don't remember. You're lagging a bit.
I am?
Well, the video is. Your audio is perfectly fine. It's just the video isn't really catching up with your audio sometimes, at some points.
Action thing on your end, then.
Okay. Where did the people flash? My dog says hi.
So, we're on the subject. Why don't we talk about introducing our? We had thoughts about a stream. Why don't we talk about that a little bit? Bot Talk on Friday.
Yes, Bot Talk Friday. This will depend on my timing and stuff, but I think it should work so far. So whenever I'm free on Friday nights, and Eltiz and I are free, we're thinking about doing a Transformers chat segment called Bot Talk, where we will be choosing a topic each week and going with it, whether it be our hatred for the Bayformers movies, which I'm kind of half and half on, or the IBW comics, or any of the different cartoon shows, toy lines, and various parts of the Transformers fandom.
And not just Transformers, any kind of robot media.
Yeah.
Essentially focused mainly on mecha. False explorers of the mecha genre, you will.
Yes. And it gives me an excuse to finally watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. Should I even try?
Watch it.
Okay. Then I won't.
Boy.
All right.
You hear that, children? Smart boys and girls, and whatever you are, just don't watch it. Don't watch it. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
It does things so much better.
That reminds me, I actually tried showing Toku Gundam, the original series, to my anime club. They didn't really like it. I wonder if it's because I was showing
The
them the dub.
original Gundam anime had some wonky animation.
That is true. It was my first time watching it also. I thought it was quite enjoyable.
I did too.
Where can I find the Jetfire, the non-Transformers Jetfire in anime?
It's a Macross from Macross.
Okay. So if I want to see Jetfire in other animes,
he won't be sentient.
Okay.
He will be. As a matter of fact, he won't even be a he. It'll be an it.
Right. So when
because it's being piloted.
When Transformers was made as an anime, did they use scenes from Macross or did they actually reanimate?
They did not. They actually just created a new character.
Okay.
Animated stuff for it, which is why things got sticky because it looked exactly like a Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm. But his face was different, right?
Not until later.
Oh, okay. Because I know the original toy.
It looked exactly. So did the toy.
Yeah.
And that's why Bandai had to bring the hammer down on Hasbro. Hasbro is a little bit cheeky, and they'll typically sneak in like a Gerwalk mode whenever they release a Jetfire.
Uh-huh. Well.
Let's see what else. I guess what we're gonna have to do is a short one. Well, let's talk Toku for a minute here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk.
Okay, Fujiyama Ichiban, that cheap ass Toku with that really bad cringy acting.
Yeah,
really
it was actually put together. It was actually put together by a famous Toku fan.
Who?
I believe he directed a couple of Super Sentai series.
Oh crap! Whoops, my Deno belt went off. Sorry about that.
So, Fujiyama Ichiban. Let's just break the name down. First of all, Ichiban meaning the best, and Fujiyama meaning, I believe, in the story it sells it as meaning warrior.
The only time I've ever heard that word Fujiyama was from a song called Funk Fujiyama. It's a Japanese song. You ever heard it?
Anyway, I have not. Anyway, so your main character is your typical teenage martial artist who's given a special bracelet. It's not even like a proper henshin device. It's a magic bracelet.
Okay.
And these three chromatic villains show up, I guess, for a while. He transforms into Fujiyama Ichiban. Weapons like you'd expect. I just wish a henshin device that we could sort of glom onto so that we could, because I think that's partially what sells a Toku.
Is there any toy line with this show?
They're working on making figures.
Where will they be sold, though?
I believe on their web store. You'll have to look up their Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
I believe they are on Twitter.
Let me look this up. Fujiyama. Would you say it was called Fuji?
Yama,
Fujiyama,
Ichiban.
Ichiban. Toys.
ICHI.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's any toys being made. I'm seeing nothing so far on this, on updates on the toy line.
Like I said, they've been posting on their Facebook pictures of them prototypes that are being painted now.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so they're like still figures then. They're not really action figures you play with.
Yeah.
Okay.
More akin to like the vinyl figures of Japan.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, because didn't Fujiyama Ichiban like not have any had a lot of like adult humor in it?
Not that I recall. It seemed fairly family friendly.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope it gets greenlit as a TV show. I doubt it, but
that would be nice for us to have like our own American Toku. I just wish it didn't have to be like. It feels like he kind of made this a little bit, and I know it's because the director's from Japan. He's directing it like he would from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Liked it if we could have an Ameritoku that was completely original. Focus on what nationality it was from as a selling point.
Mm-hmm.
Or what, and well put together.
Yeah. Well, there kind of is one. I mean, it's on Disney XD. It's kind of, but it's more of a Pacific Rim ripoff than anything. And it has like kids that pilot a mech, but they're like attached to these cords inside of it, and they like jump up and down, and that's what pilots the mech when they're fighting.
Huh.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's on Disney XD. But that's like the only Toku part of it is like the CG, the bad CG mech.
Now, favorite kind of henshin device. I think let's dig into like a little. We'll dig a little deep into what we like about Toku.
Favorite henshin device. I like the game driver the best. I'd have to say because it's very colorful. It's appealing to the eye. Has a lot going on in it. Like, just look at this. It has that 90s color scheme to it. Like, it looks like a Surge a little bit, doesn't it?
A little bit. It's got that. It definitely reminds you a lot about a aesthetic. I do love Kamen Rider. I think my favorite kind of henshin devices are wrist changers.
Oh yeah, like in Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy, and Zeo, and all that.
Or like in some Metal Heroes. It is. It's just like because it's mounted on your wrist. There's so much easy access to it. You can actually look at it easier. It's discreet. You carry it with you without having to pull that magic satchel BS that to be doing lately, where they're able to carry these big bulky drivers in a friggin' pocket.
Oh yeah. I like to think that they just they have it like right behind their back and underneath their jacket or something.
Yeah, but it would poke out.
It would.
Like, I do like the looks of the big drivers, but I think technically and aesthetically, wrist drivers work better. Wrist changers work better. Speaking of wrist changers, as long as we're on this subject, Kenny and I had been spitballing ideas for how he would go from Kamen Ride Play R to Kamen Ride Soul R. And together we thought, well, other sketching other than what I showed you, but we thought, well, it's like his motif is extreme sports. Into extreme sports are probably into fitness at some degree as well. So why don't we like take the concept of like a Fitbit or one of those wrist-mounted heart monitor fitness trackers, a little solar panel next to it, cardiogram on it, or a cardiograph going through it. But rather than measuring his heartbeats, it controls his heartbeats.
Ooh, I like it.
And the solar panel there would be where the solar thing comes in. Personally, like making the solar panel part, that round bit at the top, about as wide around as my watch head here.
Okay.
Have the main body of it about here, to where like my finger starts. And that's just how I would do it.
Okay.
And then use like a watch band or a couple of watch bands on it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
As far as the TokuCHATsu goes, like I said, I am going to be commissioning the costumes rather than making them myself, because I found a guy who can make them very strong.
TokuCHATsu?
Sorry, Revuger.
Oh, okay.
Stuck my foot in my mouth there for a second. The aesthetic we're going to be going for is flight suits.
Yeah.
Like a ground up redo of the thing. I'll have everyone give measurements so that we can get, you know, custom boots and gloves made.
Okay.
If he does props, I'll probably commission the props from him as well. If not, I'll find someone.
Awesome.
Oh, you know what? Let's decide. I wanted to pick this for like a topic for next week, because it seems like you're having a hard time catching up with Madan Senkyu Kendo.
Yeah.
Remember when JT and I built a comic book?
Yes, I think so.
To create from the ground up our own toku, not our own Rider or Sentai, our own toku.
Okay.
Next week. We can spend a lot of time talking about it.
Yes.
Put it to, well, how about we decide right now? Do we want to do like a kaiju or a hero?
I'd like to go with a hero.
We'll create our own tokusatsu hero. You know what? I think we're going to have to make this a short stream, because I don't think we were prepared as we wanted to be, which is on me. Sorry. Guess we'll call it a night, guys, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, we will.
Sunday night stream. We're going over, I believe we're going over Armada, the first of the Unicron trilogy in Transformers, because Bot Talk will start, you know, once we figure out how Fridays are going to work.
Yeah.
So thanks you.
We're doing
thank you guys so much.
Armada tomorrow.
Armada, the first in the Unicron trilogy.
I think so. Yeah.
It's
Wait, Energon?
might have been Energon.
Maybe.
No, wait, no.
I thought it was Armada.
Cybertron.
Unicron first shows up in Armada in terms of the new timeline.
No, you're right. Yeah. So Armada. We'll talk about Armada tomorrow night.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching. Remember to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Go back, and if you could go back to our channel's main page, all of our featured channels are listed in the sidebar. Hop on Twitter and give us suggestions for topics and whatnot. We'd love to have it. For tricks that we appreciate constructive criticism. Thanks again for watching, and as always, we will see you next time, you weekend warriors.
Stay more phenomenal, everybody.